Danny Balls, this dude, who's one of the most if Greg Kelly is the most miserable man on the internet, Danny Balls is the most exasperated. I mean, it's like, okay, that kind of like frustrated, exasperated bullshit take on everything. All right, this is Real America. Dan Ball with Connor Blackman. What's going on with all the egg shortages? What is the deal? Why is Biden keeping America from their eggs? This is going to be as good as Glenn Beck's take on economics. Wish me luck. Fucking hell.
So you may know about this next story. Maybe you haven't. There's a major egg shortage in this country. Now, we're being told the cause is from the largest global bird flu outbreak in recorded history.
But we all know that's bullshit, because now that they've lost access to babies because Amy Coney Barrett and Trump stopped all the adrenochrome factories, they're getting them from eggs. They're scaring chickens and getting the adrenochrome from the
combined with, of course, inflation. And that's why we're seeing this drastic jump. Can we also talk about, though, supply chain and increased cost like fuel, feed, packaging, everything else that comes with inflation?
Packaging.
A regime that doesn't have a clue about how to fix the economy?
Well, I don't know. First of all, I mean, they can't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can add that in. I think so.
Sure. Nothing else's packaging apparently is adding to its cost prohibitively, but sure.
But anyway,
yes,
eggs.
Interesting. Cornflakes aren't having a box problem.
We know are a staple. They have been in this country forever.
No, they have not. As a matter of fact, there were wars, like gun battles, over eggs in the waters off San Francisco, between San Francisco and the Farallon Islands, between like Irish immigrants and Italian immigrants who were fighting over eggs to sell to high-end hotels in San Francisco because there were no fucking chickens in the United States. We brought them here. Chickens aren't even natural. The chickens that we eat and the chickens that lay the eggs that we, they're a crossbreed. They weren't here forever. We didn't discover fucking the open plains of chickens. Are you out of your fucking mind? This asshole probably thinks bananas were always yellow.
I mean, you probably have neighbors that have a couple of them, a couple chickens, just so they can have their own eggs, right?
No, I do not. When I was growing up, we had chickens and our neighbor had chickens, but we lived in BFE.
But there's folks in the egg industry right now scratching their heads, saying, I don't know.
Maybe they're scratching their nests.
Something's going on here. I mean, in some stores across America, they're actually putting limits. It's kind of like during COVID with the toilet paper. Remember that? It would say 1 4-pack of TP per customer. I saw it in my local...
Yeah, I think that lasted 48 hours.
Vaughn's or Ralph's not too long ago. It literally said you can only buy 2 cartons of eggs.
Oh, so he's in California. Interesting.
Per day, per customer.
He's in California. Can I put a pin in that for later? This fucking... Is he down in San Diego? Is that what this is? Is that where... Because that's where RAV's funding comes from. So is he just... That's how he got hired out of local TV in fucking San Diego? Fucking...
Why are they doing that?
Because there aren't enough eggs to go around.
Egg prices have spiked.
66%
since the same time last year.
You mean before the H5N1 spread throughout the entire country, killing 50 million birds? You don't say.
So average, $1.71, $2 around, right? About a year, 18 months ago. Now in some states, folks are paying $5 to $7. You heard me, for a dozen eggs. That's insane.
Yeah, it won't last. And then there's going to be a glut of eggs. And then everybody's going to be eating fried eggs and egg soup with egg sauce on them because they catch up and everybody's like, whoa, fuck.
Also, let's talk about, besides bird flu, price increase, supply chain issues.
Eggspiracy. Massive fire destroys commercial egg farm belonging to top U.S. supplier. Obviously, they're burning down their own factories to help them make money.
Why is it there are more fires, explosions, attacks on different companies?
Oh, shit, you got me. I don't know. Does anybody in the chat room speak gibberish? Why are there more fires, explosion, and attacks on different companies? That he said that out loud.
Supply chain issues. Mm-hmm. Why is it there are more fires, explosions, attacks on different companies?
I don't know. Some people don't like the prices. Other people, the foreman's fucking their wife. I don't know. There's a myriad of reasons why people would do this. Obviously, it's sabotage of the worst order. What kind of different companies? Has anybody been near an exploding car dealership lately? And I'm afraid to go near a Yankee Candle now. Fuck.
Better supplying our food chain. Why is it that Bill Gates, an individual person, not a big corporation, is now the largest single independent person who owns the most farmland in this nation?
Because he has the money and he bought the farmland and he thinks he can farm more efficiently. And what the fuck does this have to do with chickens?
Why is that?
I don't know. Here's an idea. Why is it that Donald Trump owns that many golf courses? Why didn't he buy some fucking farmland? Oh, because that requires work.
Bill Gates and other elites at the good old World Economic Forum and elsewhere around the world telling us that eggs, beef, other things are bad for us. They add to climate change.
Yeah, but if he's buying farmland to grow shit, he's not buying up poultry farms and then setting the birds free and just going, fly, thud. I'm new to chickens. I'm more of a computer guy. What's wrong with it? Is it because it's fat? Has it been eating a lot of beef? Is that why it's fat? Is that it can't fly?
And we better start eating faux eggs, faux meat, bug sandwiches.
I ate faux eggs yesterday. 5 eggs. I'm sorry. 1 second. I don't eat faux eggs. Do I even have this in? Hold on. Please tell me I have, no. God damn it. I don't have it set up on the, yeah, well, maybe I do. Hold on.
5 eggs.
There you go. I would never eat faux eggs. I would eat
5 eggs.
That's right. Just get that through your fucking skull.
5 eggs in a month.
That's right. Not faux eggs.
5 eggs.
So shut the fuck up, Danny Balls. You don't know what you're talking about.
While, of course, they do the exact opposite.
No, I think that a lot of those people are vegetarians. That's the kind of point. I don't think he's. What do you think he's eating giant like steak dinners with and an egg on top? He's eating an egg sandwich made out of 2 steaks instead of an English muffin. He's got 2 steaks and eggs and cheese. And he's just chewing on that fucker and going, "Let him eat cricket dust."
They dine on caviar, wagyu beef, fly.
Caviar, and wagyu, I believe.
Jets.
Yeah, they offset their carbon by paying for carbon credits. It's how Tesla stays in business.
And again, supply chain issues. Slowing down, getting the food.
No. Also, the supply chain issues are international supply chains. The kind of shit that comes here on fucking ships. It's not trucks full of eggs in the United States. Even the price of diesel in the fucking country is not prohibitively affecting the price of a giant semi shipping eggs. the fuck are you talking about?
To market. How many stories have we heard and reported on? Food sport.
Yeah. Did this little piggy go wee, wee, wee all the way home? I don't think so.
Sitting in the fields going bad.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all big. Bill Gates just bought farms to sit there and masturbate to rotting wheat.
These are all questions that need to be answered.
I already have. They're not questions that need to be asked, though.
Back to those fires and explosions. They're not
Well, yeah, please. I've been waiting with bated breath.
happening at chicken farms or ranches. They're happening at food processing plants.
Oh, weird. So you're saying the livestock aren't spontaneously combusting and wheat stalks aren't bumping into each other, creating little Boy Scout fires, but maybe factories sometimes catch fire. When did that shit start?
Show them some headlines. Headquarters of Azure Standard, the nation's premier independent distributor of organic and healthy foods, destroyed.
The headquarters. Okay. We got now this asshole. Now we got all right, hold on one second. God damn it. I have to fight. Okay, so whoops. Let's see. I got to tie on there. I'm back up. Fire destroys Azure Standard. There you go. Okay. But okay, got that one. Hold on. And then that's Columbia Gorge News. Okay, got that one. Potato News Today. I don't even know why I have to look that one up. Idaho. Oh my God. Idaho. UPS pilot killed instantly. Oh shit. Idaho UPS pilot 30 is killed instantly after it's okay. I'm going to Potato News Today. I'm going to get the copy of that one. I'm not going. The Guardian has that one as well. Aw, poor late. It was a female pilot, an experienced female pilot. That's a fucking shame. Okay, another one. We're going to look at these stories together. Fire at California food plant prompts evacuations. Okay. So that didn't just get fire at California food plant. Good times. So that was USA Today. It's US News. I'm going to try this here. There's the LA Times. Trying to find the same article. Fire at Taylor Project Salinas. Okay, well, this will do. Fire contained evacuations. This is US News. I'm sorry I don't have the USA Today's, but this is the first one that came up, and we don't have time for this horseshit. Okay. And then Firefighter Nation. Fiery plane crash at General Mills food processing plant. Okay, sorry. Fiery plane crash at General Mills food processing plant. Okay. There it is. Firefighter Nation. First choice. Excellent. And then the next one is explosion causes fire at Oregon potato chip. Oh my God, we're all fucked. There's not going to be enough. Have you checked the price of potato chips lately? It's horrifying. Okay, so it causes fire at Oregon. Okay, Oregon potato chip. Oregon potato chip. Sorry. OPB, Idaho State Journal. Let's see. Oops, back up. I didn't want to go to the OPB. I wanted the, yeah, you know me. Oregon Live. That I don't know why. Oh, it happened in Oregon. Yeah, here it is. Oregon State Journal. Okay, I got all of them. Excellent. All right, here we go. So these are the 5 stories. Let's hit you with some fucking headlines. Let's see what happens. We'll go backwards because this is fucking hilarious. Explosion causes fire at Oregon potato chip plant. February 22nd, 2022. Obviously, this is, if you're wondering why potato chips are still so expensive, it's because just under a year ago, a fire damaged the Shearer's Food potato chip plant in Hermiston, Oregon on Tuesday night. A boiler explosion at a potato chip plant south of Hermiston, Oregon, sparked a dramatic fire Tuesday afternoon. Good Shepherd Medical Center reports 7 people came to the hospital. None of the injuries were serious. Plant supplies much of the western U.S. with potato chips and corn chips. When it's operating at full capacity, it employs 400 people. I'm starving already. That's the problem with fires at potato chip plants. You can't just burn one. You can't burn just one. Okay, fiery plane crash at General Mills food processing plant in Covington, Georgia. 2 dead. This was in April of last year. Covington firefighters responded to a plane crash that killed 2 people Thursday at the General Mills food processing plant. The small plane crashed apparently after taking off from the runway at the Covington Municipal Airport, which is right at the plane is right at the end. 6 tractor trailers were damaged as a result of the crash. Both occupants of the plane died. However, local officials were grateful the plane did not strike the plant building, which could have resulted in a greater loss of life. The National Transportation Safety Authority is currently looking into the crash. Yeah, it didn't do anything to the plant. The food processing plant was not affected at all. It wrecked. Did these motherfuckers even try? Jesus. Fire contained at California food plant. Evacuations remain. All right, this has got to be the real shit. Firefighters have contained a massive blaze at a Central California food processing plant that prompted authorities to tell thousands of nearby residents to evacuate. Get the fuck out of here in Salinas. Firefighters contained a massive blaze at a Central California food processing plant. The fire started Wednesday night at the Taylor Farms packaged salad plant in Salinas. Obviously part of the giant Bill Gates conspiracy to stop beef and eggs. Oh. Now you know why he said hit him with some headlines instead of hit him with the body of the article. Shit. You guys still with me? Yeah, it's attack on Big Green. Yeah, it's a salad plant. Motherfucker. Wait, we're not done. Maybe it was egg salad. Quit it. So far, potato chips. The second one, a potato chip plant, back up and running, I guess. No, anybody noticed a giant spike in potato chips? No. Also, didn't hit the building, didn't affect the plant at all. Also, salad. But again, they're trying to stop you from eating meat. This is really sad. Idaho UPS pilot killed instantly after a plane crashes into potato processing plant. Obviously, she was a Chinese or Russian spy. You can tell by her lovely smile and her nice airplane. This is just sad. Experienced female pilot was killed instantly on April 13th after a plane crashed into a gem state processing plant with a large chimney next to a rural airport in Hayburn, Idaho. As Jack Silver reports, she was flying UPS packages from Salt Lake City, Utah to Burley, Idaho when the tragedy took place last week. Described as a well-respected pilot beyond her years, had more than 11 years of flying experience around Utah and Idaho. By the way, beautiful territory, gusty fucking place to fly. Her distraught father, Jim Bob Infinger, he said Brittany knew the area well and flew to Burley International all the time. He blamed a hazardous chimney on the Gem State processing plant for the deadly crash and called for authorities to close the nearby landing strip. There's a 60-foot chimney sticking out of the food processing plant. No lights on it. Dead center, straight across the runway. So whenever you come in, you have to fly over to the top or drop down. He's obviously a pilot too. Airport needs to be closed, period. Did it shut down the plant? Crashed into a gym with a large chimney next to an airport. Yeah. What? Okay. Let's see. Gem State Processing Plant. Hold on. Copy. That's the most recent story about it. Plane crashes on Gem State processing roof, killing pilot. You motherfucker. Bless her heart, and that's fucking sad. It didn't even do anything to the goddamn building. It's not even a cracked fucking window. These, oh God. This fucking ghoul. And 8:30, the pilot didn't make it. He said the plane was coming in for a landing and hit a structure on the Gem State plant. That's it was delivering mail. She was delivering mail. She was in a Cessna 2013 2A-B fixed wing, and it was registered to Spirit, so she was flying commercially for them. Man, bless her heart. So she hit the extended chimney on the top of that thing because it has no lights on it, and it killed her. And it didn't even fucking do anything. The plant didn't even... They probably took the day off from their shift because somebody died on their goddamn roof, and then they went right back to it. Okay, so we're 0 for 4. Meanwhile, here's the Fire Destroyers Azure Standard Headquarter Facility. This is the biggest one right here. This is April 20th, 2022. All of it was early last year. The headquarters of Azure Standard, the nation's premier independent distributor of organic and healthy food. By the way, distributor of organic and healthy food, was destroyed by fire overnight. No injuries. The cause of fire is unknown and under investigation. The loss of facility and the impact on the company-wide operations being assessed and expected to be limited and temporary. No other Azure Standard facilities were affected. While the HQ facility is a total loss and a few product lines will be affected for the short term, other Azure Standard facilities are operating as close to normal as possible. Most importantly, we are grateful no one was injured. Our dedication to providing the highest quality food and products will continue as always. We ask your patience and prayers. We take steps to adjust and rebuild. We appreciate our Azure community and the many expressions of support we are receiving, and will continue to update our vendors and customers as needed. We expect the impact to be short term, limited in scope, and manageable. Like, none of this shit, any of it, not fucking any of it mattered. And it was ghoulishly grotesque to see. Look at the fucking flamey shit in the background. Why don't they just blow it up? Honest to God, why can't I just be sitting there in the studio next to him when it happens? Just so I can go, really? Really? You piggish fuck.
General Mills plant burning after
burn it up.
Plane crashed into it. Okay.
Okay.
List goes on. It's a couple.
Planes don't crash. That sounds hinky to me. I think they did it on purpose. I think that woman died hitting a fucking chimney, or the other plane, which had weather-related issues, from a local airport right next to the fucking place, because there's nothing else there. There's the food processing plant, and there's a tiny little airport. There's a bunch of towns like that all across the Midwest and the North.
We grabbed this morning. You've seen them over the last year or so. There's dozens of them.
And those are the ones you could find, and none of them affected the food chain at all.
These things happen periodically. I get it, because of the systems that are in place. There's high intense heaters, whatnot, things catch on fire. I get all that.
No, you don't. Because if there's dozens of them, you should have at least been able to find one that actually pertained to the issue at hand, which is prices going up because of fucked up supply chains, and maybe it was sabotage. None of these were even hinky. And the sad thing is you ghoulishly preyed on the idea that on 2 plane crashes where people died, as if it, at a fucking potato chip factory and a salad factory, like a salad packaging plant. Again, all right, fuck this.
Doesn't it seem a bit odd? We've had so...
No, you seem a bit odd. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. Is there carbon dioxide in the studio? Are you feeling peaked?
Many in such a small, condensed period of time.
Because you haven't paid any attention fucking ever. And by the way, why would they... All right, never mind. Like, at this point, I'm like, what if they're trying to... Why aren't cows bursting into flames, or fucking chickens? Why are none of these beef or poultry plants? It's all grains and fucking salad places and potato chips.
And yet we get no answers.
Because you're asking a question so stupid that anyone but me who takes some level of pleasure in dunking on dickheads like this wouldn't waste their fucking time.
Right?
No, not right. I went through all 5 of those fucking things. Nothing. Fucking 5 strikes and you're out.
There was a big one earlier this year.
Let's talk about it. There is no earlier this year. It's only been a month.
Only how many days in? 29 days into the new year? One of the first major of the new year reported by NBC Connecticut. Egg factory during a national egg shortage goes up in flames. Does that sound suspicious? More than 100 firefighters.
No.
Called in to battle this one in Connecticut. 100,000 hens plus die in that one.
Massive fire destroys commercial egg. Okay, so Zero Hedge. Look at that. It's from Zero Hedge. What a surprise.
Extensive damage done.
Hold on. Massive fire destroys commercial egg farm belonging to top U.S. supplier. Well, let's look at that one. Let's look at, okay. Massive fire egg supplier. By the way, somebody else is calling it an egg-spiracy. Besides this asshole. Yeah. Egg fire. Here you go. Let's go to entrepreneur.com. 1 second. Massive fire at top egg farm leaves estimated 100,000 hens dead. What does this mean for egg prices? Hillendale Farms in Bosworth, Connecticut went up in flames on Saturday in an incident that is still under investigation. This is anything but excellent. It beats, like, an egg-spiracy. I don't know what the fuck. Fire at one of the nation's top egg producers broke out over the weekend, leaving an estimated 100,000 hens dead. Went up in flames Saturday in an incident still under investigation. Video posted on Twitter that's been viewed 5.7 million times shows the facility engulfed in flames and horrifying clouds of smoke as firefighters try to defuse the situation. Our team continues to work safely with closely with them. We confirmed that 1 chicken house was lost and that no other buildings were compromised. We are grateful that no employees were. 1 chicken house. How many chicken houses? If 1 chicken house, I'm not going to ask you to do math. If 1 chicken house has 100,000 hens in it, the coop, that's a big coop. It's a fucking big coop. That's a mega coop. It's a mega coop. That caught fire was approximately 50 feet by 600 feet, and the blaze required more than 100 firefighters from 16 area crews to put it out. Early this month showed the U.S. states egg prices increased, blah, blah, blah. One of the top 5 egg producers in the country. So let's go Hillendale Farms. Let's see. Where's the where that we can go? Let's just see. I want to see a breakdown. What's their normal setup like? Because again, one of the best ways to lie. Hillendale Farms, Bosworth, kind of Facebook. Bosworth, Connecticut, Farm, what you should know. Let's see. Approximately, Hillendale Farms company profile. Let's see. I don't know what this is, but blah, blah, blah. No, I don't know. Just give me a fucking breakdown of the place. I just need a wiki, you jerks. Arms, Hillendale Farms, eggs, stock, farms, is there like a Wikipedia on this motherfucker? The Happy Chicken Coop. Bosworth, Connecticut farm fire. What you need to know from the Happy Chicken Coop. 50 by 60 foot. Fire broke out. Firefighters arrived. Smoke, blah, blah, blah. 3 firefighters. 100. Consumers shouldn't stress about the fire's impact on current egg prices. Farm fire should have no impact on the availability of price of eggs in the United States. 100,000 hens can produce 600,000 to 700,000 eggs per week. But there are 389 million laying hens across the United States. This is Statista. Hello. Here's your, let's see, 2020, there were 391. 2020 is 391, 389, 389,000. Now they've culled 50, so maybe we're at a lower point than that even now. But we have a higher egg capacity than we did in 2008, 2009. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we've they haven't calculated in post that's 2021. Okay, this is the latest one is 2021. So there's probably going to be a drop of about 40, which brings you to 2009 levels. But that's in the no, because that's in the thousands. That's 389 million. Yeah, we're not even below any of these numbers, insofar as we know. It's just the turnover of production. There you go. Total number of hens, 2020, 2021. Yeah, so 389 million hens laying eggs in the United States.
Again, could be.
That a place caught fire. One out of several coops on that property caught fire and burned to the ground. Or it could be the Illuminati trying to make a dent in the American consumer's appetite for eggs by lowering the egg count by the hen count by 0.03%.
Just coincidence.
You're fucking dolt.
But I'm not buying it.
Well, I'm not selling it.
I'm a pretty reasonable guy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but
no, you're an idiot. It's not even, I'm not even giving you the credit of being a conspiracy theorist. You're not even doing the fucking math. You're not even reviewing the articles you're using headlines from.
Taught, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Sometimes it's steam. Sometimes people think what's smoke is steam and vice versa. Also, sometimes the fire is intentional and the smoke is always there. And just because you turn around and finally see smoke, you think suddenly there's a fire where there shouldn't be one.
And if all this wasn't enough to make you question things about our food supply and what's happening with eggs and chickens.
I found one guy who watches the show all the fucking time to come on here and tell you that there are black helicopters flying over his hen farm right now.
This out. There's now online claims coming from smaller farming operations that the popular Producer's Pride chicken feed, that's a name brand, Producer's Pride, you can get it at Tractor Supply, Walmart, wherever. Well, recently they altered their formula, and some smaller chicken farm owners are now saying it's stopping their chickens from laying eggs. Really? We do know that...
Okay, sorry. Board has ties to WEF and Jeffrey Epstein. Source Gateway Pundit. Hold on. Okay. This one I guess we gotta, whoops, hold on. We gotta dive into this shit. Give me 1 second. Chickens. All right, hold on. Tractor Supply chicken feed. This is gonna, here we go, rabbit hole. Tractor Supply, whoops. Chicken feed. News. It's got to be in news, right? Hold on. More news. Yeah, not so much. Okay, first of all, this is the first thing that came up when I looked up the article. One is, are rising egg prices Jeffrey Epstein's fault? Maybe. This is from the Daily Dot. We'll look at that in a second. But right below it, that's a week ago. This is a day ago. Spike in national egg prices boosts small-scale Grant County. Here you go. Spike in national egg prices boosts small-scale Grant County producers. Like the rest of the country, Grant County has seen impacts of high prices for shortage of eggs hitting the pocketbooks of both households and grocers. But unlike some places, Grant County has a robust local egg economy where both demand and supply appear to be growing. Costs for commercially distributed eggs have skyrocketed. Grant County produced eggs have seen a gentler rise, and more consumers are turning to buying and producing local eggs. Suppliers of the chicks in the town, such as Tractor Supply and JD Feed and Supply, report an uptick in interest. Yes, they sell chicks as well as feed. So they're going to sell you chicks and then sell you feed for them that don't lay eggs. More than 57,000 birds have been exposed, blah, blah, blah. Figures expect to rise 70% in the next 4 years. Cost of chicken feed is also an issue because of the war in Ukraine. The price of both wheat and sunflower seeds, Ukraine is a top exporter of the latter, has gone up. Okay, so let's go back to the article. This is the Daily. Are rising egg prices Jeffrey Epstein's fault? Maybe. The Gateway Pundit is again testing the balance of logic and reason. The far-right outlet has linked the national current egg shortage and rising price to a chicken feed company's supposed ties to Epstein and the World Economic Forum. On Wednesday, the Gateway Pundit wrote a story claiming that an 85-year-old purveyor of home and farm supplies, Tractor Supply Company, is selling chicken feed that causes hens to stop laying eggs. It alleges that the formula Tractor Supply's producer Pride brand has recently altered to reduce the amount of protein, which may have been deliberate. Tractor Supply didn't immediately respond to an email inquiry about whether it has changed the formula of chicken feed or if it worked for Jeffrey Epstein to bring about an egg shortage. The story appears to be based almost entirely on a viral tweet from the past weekend. The tweet included a video of a woman claiming that her chickens started laying again after she switched them to goat feed. She did not name the brand of chicken feed she was giving the hens. It's not clear whether the Twitter user got the video, where the Twitter user got the video. In a later tweet, they said they buy eggs from a local farmer, implying that this isn't their video. Somehow, the Gateway Pundit found it. The article conceded an outbreak of avian flu, chickens laying fewer eggs in winter, and inflation are contributing to the high price of eggs, all of which are true. Then the story takes a hard right turn into conspiracy land. Recent reports of chickens not laying eggs comes from in the wake of ongoing public concerns that the World Economic Forum is artificially causing food scarcity, it states. Some conspiracy theorists believe the WF is intentionally manufacturing a food shortage. The Gateway Pundit digs even deeper, drawing a line from the egg shortage to the work histories of 3 members of Tractor Supply's board. It reports that one member used to work for Vanguard, an index fund it claims is a contributor to the WEF. Woof, that's a reach. Vanguard is one of 24 members of the WEF's Global Parity Alliance that launched last spring. It's not clear whether it contributes directly. The board member hasn't worked for Vanguard since 2015 and has only been at Tractor Supply since 2021. Another board member, Gateway Pundit continues, used to work for an agricultural company that's been criticized for using GMOs. GMOs are somewhat controversial, and last summer the WF published an article arguing that engineered crops could help fight climate change, but the company is hardly the only one that uses them. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And sorry, I have to click this off. Supposed link between them and Epstein is tenuous. Most shocking is that another board member was the president of Victoria's Secret 16 years ago. In its view, this is relevant because the owner of Victoria's Secret had given Epstein sweeping control over his personal finances at that time. Be that as may, a reasonable person may wonder how a deceased billionaire who preyed on young women and girls could have anything to do with the protein content of Tractor Supply chicken feed. Tractor Supply chicken feed reportedly causing egg laying to stop. Board has ties to WF. Oh, God. Discourse online suggests people believe the most liked comment on the article says, "You know damn well this is intentional. Criminals need to be shot." Yeah. And those poor little chickadees.
Hens lay fewer eggs in the winter. Okay. We get that. And it's wintertime. Okay.
Okay. But, okay.
We're past that point, folks.
No, we're not. The avian flu is the single reason. It is the single largest reason, and it's fucking obvious.
This is way bigger than that.
No, it isn't.
Once you listen to this local farmer explaining what's been happening to her and what she's been hearing from other smaller farmers.
Finally, somebody said something in one of the chicken groups, and they were like, "Hey, has anybody else's chickens not laid a single egg? Because we've had them for 50 years, and we've never gone a winter without a single egg. Not one single egg." Well, we started letting our chickens out. And to free range, we usually feed them. You can see they're not even touching the feed anymore. Like, this has been here for 3 days. They don't want it. And apparently, everybody who's been feeding their chickens this type of feed has stopped getting eggs altogether. So people who aren't able to let their chickens free range or can't run around the yard at all aren't getting any eggs.
Our next guest.
Yeah, I that's all I needed. I mean, fuck double-blind studies.
Connor Blackman, he's an independent urban
I heard that. You guys heard that. Now we're part of the chicken conspiracy. Congratulations, everybody. Put on your chicken hat.
farmer in the great state of Florida. I want to welcome to the program and see if he's having chickens that won't lay eggs either. Connor, welcome to the program.
I'm probably sure if he has children, they're human.
How are you, sir?
Hey, Dan. Thanks for having me on.
So how's your chickens? Are they laying eggs? Did
Chickens?
you buy this feed? Like what's happening on your farm?
My chickens are laying eggs now. Thank God. We went through a long time without getting any eggs. I had my speculations of why. I never considered it to be the food. We tried a lot of things. You know, we tried modifying the coop to make them more happy because you got to keep the ladies happy if you want to lay eggs. I got almost nothing. You know, so we're talking about since June, July in Florida. You know,
Whoa.
it's a hot state.
So nothing to do with winter.
Sunlight.
Right. You should have been having
before
eggs.
the winter.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know, that corn looks suspicious.
I conveniently made the video during the winter, so there's a lot of people invalidating my claim, saying that I'm not getting eggs because it's winter. However, since my video posted, I would say like 15 days ago or so, I changed the food. I got eggs immediately.
Wow.
And I just keep getting eggs. I looked in my little basket today, my extra eggs. I had 12 eggs, Dan. The whole reason I got into...
It's great. It's like every day's Easter. It's a great story. It's fantastic. Also, is anybody surprised that you would ever have... hold on. And I know this is a fucking hole. We don't need to go down this like too much. Yeah, he quit staring at them. He's just inside the coop. I stopped screaming at them, Dan, and they started producing eggs. Let's see. There we go. I got to go back to news maybe here. This will be an older story. I got to look for something like old. Let me something like in the 90s. Let's see. We feed cows chicken poop. Mother Jones. Nope. Cattle drug threatens thousands of vultures. That is a good example of this. Like we've seen multiple times where, like companies make decisions like this, and you know, well intended to increase output and to protect the animals from a new pathogen or whatever, and then it has unintended consequences. Not weird at all. This is, when was this one? 2016? Yeah. April of 2016. Modeling study paints bleak picture for Europe's bird populations. A veterinary drug blamed for driving vultures to the brink of extinction on the Indian subcontinent has caused thousands of bird deaths now as it is being used in Spain. Like, this kind of shit is not weird at all. It happens all the time. But chickens... here we go. Hold on. Where are we? Yeah, go ahead.
Backyard chicken farming in the first place is because I want to provide healthy eggs for myself and a few friends, and I don't want to buy from factory farms. And during that period from July up until last week, I was having to buy those eggs, and at those prices, it's
also you don't want to buy from factory farms, but you're feeding your chickens some sort of corporate GMO feed from this Tractor Supply place. Almost indistinguishable, if indeed not even the same thing that they feed to on factory farms.
it's not fun.
Yeah, they're crazy. What are you paying down in Florida? Because I've seen them here in Cali. We're paying about $5.99 up to $6 something if you want organic and good or brown or whatever or range free. Good eggs, you're paying more traditionally, but they're really.
By the way, that's also why the bird flu is worse, because people, even Danny Balls here, want organic free range eggs with no antibiotics. And so that movement of consumers towards wanting organic eggs and wanting free range eggs and all that kind of stuff has actually risen the death toll of chickens by these pathogens over the years because of the lack of antibiotics and the like.
Expensive out here. What are you paying?
It's a trade-off, but it's a cash trade-off ultimately, which one would argue is better than consuming some sort of antibiotic you don't want to take.
I would say for like the cheaper brands, the factory farm eggs, so you're looking at like $4.50 per dozen, and those higher end brands, I mean, I would be surprised to see it at $6 a dozen, Dan.
Wow, which is way up. I mean, you heard me at the beginning of this, 66% since last year. That's a lot for eggs. And again, this is an American staple. Who doesn't have eggs in their refrigerator unless you're, vegan and vegetarian and all that stuff, but most people have eggs in their fridge.
Yes, except when there's a giant avian flu outbreak. It's like how about, do you think if Danny Balls was on the other side of the coin when they had that big, when spinach was giving everybody salmonella, and you're like, if you're a Californian, you've got kale and spinach in your fridge. Now you can't find it anywhere. And if you can find it, it's super expensive and it's dicey to eat.
Were you using and I want to get this right, is it Producer's Pride? Is that what it was called?
I was not using Producer's Pride.
All right, fuck you. I'll be like, honest to fucking God. All that whole fucking wind up. And he wasn't getting eggs, and now he started getting eggs. And nothing. You fucking asshole. Oh. It's like the longest wind up to the world's shittiest punchline. That was so lame, I'm surprised it wasn't a Greg Gutfeld joke told by Jimmy Dore. Jesus Christ. He wasn't even using the son of a... Oh, my God. It's called We Have No Content. It's exactly right. This is like... They should just have, in our first world prima donna self-involved asshole report, what's a little more difficult than somehow we think it should be because reality gets in the way. My God. Danny Paulsack's deep-hitting research. I know, it's impressive. Right? Deviled eggs are up 666%. Mine are. All right, so I'm going to sign off and go back to work on my other computer to see if I can get it up and running for the morning show tomorrow. Wish me luck. If not, you'll see me tomorrow sitting in this chair. And I will tweak this setup a little bit more so that it's a little smoother for everything. So anyways, love you guys. Thank you guys for the support today too. I got tied up in that last story and I didn't get to say hi. Fred Bear, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the... That's right. That's right. She may be gone, but she's still with us. That's right. Bing me bong me hit the like. Thank you, Kimchi, for reminding everybody to hit the like. Michael, thank you for that super chat as well. Bless you guys. And Shadow Woman, thank you for gifting the subs. Thanks for the bits, everybody. Let's see. Yeah. So bless you. Yes, that is Diamond. She may be gone, but she's still with us in spirit.
5 eggs. 5 eggs. Eat 2 eggs a day. 5 eggs in a month.
That's Silk. This is
5 eggs.
That's right.
What?
That's right. It's true.
What?
I know. Absolutely.
Go.
That's right.
I call the stroker.
Well, that's fine. You could say that, but I don't know if you should say it in
the stroker.
What?
The stroker.
Quit it. Don't. I know you call it that,
the
but
stroker.
Don't do that. It's not
5 eggs.
That's fine. You're allowed to say that. Can we please move on from it's just
So we're going to get it going to a level that nobody can ever turn course on us. Nobody can ever change.
Well, good. That's great. Great news.
Look.
I beg your pardon?
illegal.
Okay, got it. Anyways, much love to you guys, and I will see you in the morning for the morning show. Monday again, the guys from ADV China, the China show, are going to come on. Serpent Zede and Sea Milk, Lao Y86. So that should be a good time. I'm excited. I'm not even sure which name to call them. They've got so many. I'm gonna have to work that out. I'll have to send an email to them. And by the way, on behalf of all the egg eaters out there, if you enjoy eggs as much as I do, two. Oh my God, that one. I was trying to time the thing with my. When you ever. All right. Yeah. So I want you guys. I'll see you guys. Bye, Australia. Love you. And to anybody who's watching the show later on, thank you so much for hanging out and giving me your eyeballs as well. Doesn't matter that you're not in the chat room with us live. We're glad that you're enjoying the show. And hi from everybody else in the chat if you're watching this later. And much love. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Drop your shorts and bend over, Mr. Babar.
That's how I feel about it. Just remember that. All right. Much love. Bye.